Do I believe Biden won? Yes, I believe he won.
And you voted for it.
I did, actually.
Do you regret that?
I mean, man, I wish we could have just a normal human being as president. That's what I want. So there's that old saying of like, we're better off being run by people picked at random from the phone book than the faculty of Harvard. I would say if we could do that for the president, that would be great.
You think that would be beneficial? So you're not, obviously you're not happy with Biden.
Don't we all just want a normal human being to be
Whatever
the president?
that means.
Rich, poor, black, white, male, female. Everybody wants the same thing. We want normal. And Elon's not even being political. He's looking at it like a businessman. The most important thing is competence.
The president is effectively the chief executive officer of the country. It actually matters if they're a good executive officer.
Yeah.
It's not simply a matter of do they share your beliefs, and but are they good at getting things done? There's a lot of decisions that need to be made every day. Many of them are unrelated to moral beliefs.
Right.
And you just want a good executive because they're CEO of America.
Well, America's CEO is corrupt, lazy, and falls asleep at 4. But in the business world, if you say this, you're a conspiracy theorist.
You do some tweets that seem to be, or at least give support to some who would call others conspiracy theories.
Well, yes, but I mean, honestly, some of these conspiracy theories have turned out to be true.
Which ones?
Well, like the Hunter Biden laptop.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was a pretty big deal. There was Twitter and others engaged in active suppression of information that was relevant to the public. That's a terrible thing that happened. That's election interference.
On CNBC, a conspiracy theory is just something that's bad for business. Telling the truth's bad for business. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There are certain things and certain people you're not even allowed to talk about, like George Soros.
You tweeted this thing about George Soros. You basically...
It reminds me of Magneto. It's just like, calm down, people. Let's just not like make a federal case out of it.
You also, you said he wants to erode the very fabric of civilization, and Soros hates humanity. Like, when you do something like that, do you
I think that's true. That's my opinion.
Okay, but why share it? Why share it? Especially, I mean, why share it when people who buy Teslas may not agree with you, advertisers on Twitter may not agree with you?
I mean, this is freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say what I want.
You absolutely are.
CNBC is telling Elon Musk, the world's richest man, what's bad for business. Telling the truth is bad for business, Elon. Don't you know that? Why share your opinion, Elon? The Tesla shareholders, that's who you should care about, not freedom of speech. Who cares about the Bill of Rights? We have to pay the bills. George Soros bought the crime wave. It's true. He financed all of these radical DAs that are one of the key ingredients to the crime wave. Now, we don't know why Soros did that. Only Soros knows why he buys crime. And every day, another Soros prosecutor's in the news. 2 staffers this week just got that heck beat out of them with a metal bat. Some schizophrenic felon happened to be fresh off assaulting a cop, was out loose. A Soros DA let the guy escape. We can't talk about that because Soros is Jewish. So what if he's Jewish? You think if Soros was Presbyterian, we wouldn't criticize him? We'd probably criticize him more. People hold their tongues on Soros because anytime you say anything about the man, they call you an anti-Semite. And you know who's behind that? Soros is. Check this out. Washington Post says, quote, anti-Semitic tweets soared on Twitter after Musk took over. Study finds. And who funded that study? Soros. What did the study consider? Anti-Semitic tweets? Tweets that criticize Soros. That's right. So CNBC is attacking Elon for not submitting to the system. Why can't you be a nice little billionaire? Shut up and build us cars and rockets. Now, the media used to love Elon Musk, but then he left the mob, so they brought out the character assassins.
He turned Twitter into, on many different fronts, a vehicle for authoritarianism.
You are searching for the word cat, and you get a cat literally inside of a blender being blended to death. Don't want to talk about that on TV, but that is what's going on. And that's because he ripped out the wires that would have made that happen, and he eliminated the staff that would have checked.
Was that an analogy? Because we had to see if this was true. Primetime searched the word cat on Twitter. There's no cats in blenders. None. We got cute cat videos. They're hugging, drinking water from a glass. We got a cat hula hooping. Where's the hula hooping cat? All right. But we couldn't find a cat in a blender. Sorry. The only thing Twitter put in a blender was Hunter's laptop before the election. Now, the media is just mad at Elon because Elon won't put laptops and freedom of speech in blenders anymore. And CNBC is also carrying water for corporate America. That's their job, okay? So the anchor starts begging Musk, stop tweeting because it makes investors nervous. And the last thing we need are nervous investors.
Do your tweets hurt the company?
There's a scene in The Princess Bride. Great movie.
Great movie.
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he says, offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Not everything's about money, except on CNBC. On CNBC, everything's about money. Censoring the laptop, the lab leak, it was all about money. Follow the money all the way to China. Now, here's a concept that maybe CNBC can understand. You can have money and free speech. Huh? You guys ever think of that? You can have both. Now, I know CNBC usually interviews CEOs that, if they think they can make $1 billion, they'd rip their own vocal cords out. But Musk isn't a traditional CEO. Musk is like an advanced technology developer. He's a product genius, a software creator. His brain doesn't worry about what everybody else thinks. He doesn't have time for that. Plus, Musk made so much money, he doesn't care. He doesn't have to hold his tongue to keep his wealth. Now, the problem with the United States right now is that the more truth you tell or the bolder you are, the more you put your money at risk. Now, not everybody has the luxury of free speech anymore. Cancel culture killed it. Now, everybody won't be able to make enough money to speak freely. Okay, I accept that. So we need to take the mob out, get our voices back. And Elon speaks for all of us, kind of like Trump did before he got censored. Biden's lost his mind, Soros is a villain, and the last election wasn't that fair. Everybody knows it. But a lot of people would rather be rich liars than honest and broke. But that's a choice we shouldn't have to make. And thankfully, Elon Musk is breaking us out of that box.